guys, welcome to another pick a pile reading. I hope you guys are doing super well. So today's reading is a little bit more of a lighthearted and playful one because that's kind of the energy that I'm in this morning. I'm lucky enough to have a child-free weekend, which is, I can't remember the last time I've had one of those. So this morning I got up really early, literally 4:30, my alarm went off. Went down to the beach, watched the sunrise, it was stunning. On the way back I got a coffee, and so now I'm really energized, I'm in a really good mood, I'm super grounded, I'm super chill, but I'm super playful. So I really wanted to bring that energy into this reading, and instead of doing something super intense or super serious, we're going to do a fun topic today, and this topic is who's low-key into you. So this could or could not be someone that you already know or are aware of, but the intention here is that it's someone that you, they haven't said this to you. So either, it's still early days and you've been hanging out or something, but they haven't told you how they feel, or it's someone that kind of wants to approach you that maybe you haven't quite spoken to yet. You may have no idea who they are. Or it could be someone that you've, been out of touch with. Who knows? But we're going to find out. We're going to get things like initials and prominent signs for each group. We're going to get messages or hints on how they know you or know of you. We're going to find out what exactly they're thinking or feeling, and we're going to find out if they're going to act upon what they're thinking or feeling as well. So it could be a long one, not quite sure. We'll see how we go. But yeah, that's what we're going to do today. So before we get into the pile selections, if you're interested in a private reading from me, my Instagram details are down below. You can book through Instagram, I also post weekly horoscopes and other various stuff over there, so just check that out if you would like to. And then if you're interested or if you're resonating with my videos, don't forget to subscribe for future uploads because I will be posting about 3 videos a week. So there'll be lots of content coming through. Some of them will be more serious. Some of them will be more playful, like this one today. But yeah, that's probably all I need to say for now. So we'll get into these beautiful pile selections. A disclaimer, I have when I did my tan, I got some tan under my nails and in the sides. So I don't have the most glam hands today, but that's not what we're here for. So I'm just letting you know I'm already aware, all right? So group 1 has this beautiful, well, actually it's very colourful, isn't it? I was going to say red, but I'm it's got a little bit of red in there, but there's also a lot of neutrals, beiges, even some greys, some peachy tones, some pinker tones. Yeah. Really beautiful, really intricate too. That'll be for group 1. For group 2, you've got this stone. Now, these two came in a mixed bag, but this one I bought when it had the card details and everything, and I'm sure that it's emerald. And because when I bought it, I was like, whoa, I just didn't expect it to be emerald because it looked so different. Sorry, I keep moving it into the wrong part. But obviously this is, although it's polished, it's obviously a very raw piece, so it looks quite different to a typical gemstone. But I'm pretty sure it's emerald. If I know them, what they are, I always like to say, but obviously I don't always know them. And then group 3, you've got this blue one. He's a little bit imperfect, with these little cracks and things, but he's still gorgeous nonetheless. And that one will be yours. So if you feel like you need to pause the video and tune into your intuition to see which crystal is for you, then feel free to do so. Otherwise, if you already know, then jump straight ahead to your pile. The timestamps will be below, which I'm still having trouble linking them, which is very annoying because I'm following the instructions that I Googled and they never link. So I don't know, do you have to be verified on YouTube or something? Do you have to be already YouTube famous? I don't know. Who knows? I need to look into it more. But until I figure it out. At least the timestamp will be there for you to manually scroll, like back in the 19th century. But anyway, guys, I'll see you over in your pile. Bye. Hi, Group 1. Welcome to your reading on who's a low-key into you. So he's in the little sunlight there. So we're going to get into your messages. What we're going to start with is my hints jar, because I feel like, I don't know, it kind of gives us a bit of information to run with, if that makes sense. So we're going to find out as much about your person or this person as we can from this jar to begin with, and then we'll see how the rest plays out from there. Oh, terrible me, I forgot to have a drink in between. Hold on, I hope you can't hear this. Okay, so I'm going to just give them a quick mix up, and any of that fallout for now I'm going to put back just while I give them a good shuffle. I haven't used them for a bit, so I just want to make sure that they're getting a really good mix. Getting some new energy in there. Okay. So we're here with Group 1, and we want to know everything we can about who is low-key into Group 1. You're a bit open, aren't you? Alright, so who's low-key into Group 1, please? Alright, so we'll start with the signs here. So we have Scorpio energy there. Oh, 8th house again, so double Scorpio, so heavy Scorpio energy in here. We have got Taurus energy there. Pisces energy. Leo energy, so we've got lots of signs coming out for this group. We have got the 5th house there, which is Leo energy. So 2 energy Leos, 2 Scorpio energies. And funnily enough, they came out together. Like that, I opened up that one first, that one second. And I opened up Leo straight after Leo, which is very interesting. Okay, so we've got the moon here. And we've got Capricorn, so there could be a Capricorn moon, considering they've come out together. That's an option. So Scorpio, Taurus, Pisces, Leo, Capricorn, and if it's not sun sign, then it could be moon sign. So that's what's on the table at the moment. Okay, so we've got the online card coming out. So this person obviously knows you or views you online or something like that. Oh, that made me laugh because it's purely because it came out online and I was thinking about an online connection. When I got that, I was like, they are thirsting over your pictures. Sorry, Group 1, got to call out, I see it. They definitely thirst over your, like say your Instagram profile or something like that. So you could follow each other on social media, or they at least follow you, or you may have a public profile. All right, so initials, we've got I, we've got V, we've got S, we've got Y, we've got X, we've got F, R, and N. So those are the initials. So if you do know them, then there may be some confirmation in there about who that is. But so far, I can definitely tell you that either you both follow each other on social media, or they follow you, or they just watch your socials very heavily, and they are definitely attracted to you with that H2O energy there. It seems like this person's love language is receiving gifts, so maybe they have either thought about thought about gifting you something, or they want to gift you something. That could be a thing, or it's just telling you a little bit about them. The other way that I look at the H2O card there is that this person could be quite conscious of their health and taking care of their body. That's another intention that I put into that piece there. In relation to these cards, these little ones over here, I'm not seeing too many hints about how you know them, other than Capricorn and Taurus give me like a material world vibe. So like a work connection, or like a work connection, or meeting through like a work friend, or some sort of connection to work, whether you maybe do the same thing, or something along those lines. All right, so what we might do now, and as your group one, a lot of you will know by now, I always wing group one with what cards I use, and they're group one's usually like my guide for the rest of the piles. So there is a chance that I may have to put the mic down and leave the table, but I'll see how I go. So next we might look at, we'll ask a little bit more about how they know you. So which deck should I go to for this? Okay, I'm going to go the Modern Witch. So we are asking now, how does this person know or know of group one, please? How does this person know or know of group one? Aha, see, I told you, look at that. How does this person know or know of group one? So if you can see now that I'm holding it up closer, I don't know if you could already see, but this person has a phone in their hands, and it's like admiring someone from a distance. So this person definitely watches you online, or they connect to you online, but they could definitely be at a distance from you, and maybe they just sort of admire from afar, or maybe they are, maybe if you know this person, maybe they're just away at the moment, or just like quite far away from you, and the only way that you can connect is, online, like FaceTime, texting, calling, social media, that type of energy. And then with the Hanged One, I could definitely see that perhaps they're just kind of sort of stuck where they are because of this, I suppose, distance that there is between the two of you. So I'm kind of getting the vibe that this person feels like they can't come towards you at the moment. So I don't know if you... Yeah, let's keep going. But it seems as though like... and now I'm hearing stuck on you. So the Hanged One could be like they feel quite stuck on you, but then they also feel stuck on what they can do. Because the Two of Wands is like planning and wanting to do something, but then the Hanged One is like feeling stuck or feeling like you can't do anything. How does this person know group one? How does this person know or know of group one? Okay, Ace of Swords. So I feel like you guys have communicated before with the Ace of Swords, or they have at least reached out. So if you're not in communication and actually like actively chatting to them online, they have at least reached out and tried to initiate something. How does this person know or know of group 1? And again, the swords are all about like communication, but they also represent like technology and stuff like that. So again, that's giving me that online vibe. How does this person know or know of group 1? The Devil. Okay. I feel like that's representing that lust. Yeah, look at that. They have a lot of attraction and a lot of passion for you. It's almost to the point of like obsession. I don't... Okay, so at first I was like, I don't feel a negative energy from this card, but then as I held this one, my hand started to twitch and shake. So you unsettle this person. Their passion and their attraction to you is unnerving to them. And it does verge on like, you know, obsession, like it's very lustful. I don't know how much like emotion there is in this connection. It could be, if you are in communication, it could be a very intellectual connection, but there is also like this person has a lot of passion and a lot of like lust for you as well. So I'm not seeing much emotionally, but it does seem like they feel somewhat compelled by their attraction towards you. Yeah, look at that. The Eight of Swords is on the bottom there. They feel quite stuck or quite bound by their thoughts of you and their sort of passion and their lust for you. So yeah, this person kind of, you're either in communication with them or they have reached out to you before or you have been in communication at one point. So whether it is still going or not, that's a different story, but you guys have been in communication at one point, or they have reached out, or you're in communication now, but it seems like coming together physically is not possible. This is definitely like a distance or an online connection that's quite stuck, quite unable to go anywhere at this stage. So the next thing we're going to ask is how they're actually thinking or feeling about you. So which deck do I want for that? Thinking and feeling. We might go... Excuse me, I'm just going to put the mic down and go grab a deck. Okay, so for how they're thinking / feeling, we are going to go in here. I just heard look at the Devil and the King of Wands again. This could be someone that you have been connected to in the past, or it's like a toxic ex, or like a toxic cycle, like someone that you've been in a cycle with over time. So maybe the whole reason that they feel stuck and like powerless over this connection is because you've maybe cut them off, and now the only way that they can connect with you is just to watch you on your socials or watch you online or something like that. Okay, so what is this person thinking and or feeling about group 1? Oh. What is this person thinking and or feeling about group 1, please? Okay, so the Hermit, the Page of Pentacles, the Chariot, the World, and on the bottom, the Six of Pentacles. Okay. So how are they thinking and feeling about you? So this is them viewing you, in the Hermit energy, someone that's withdrawn, pulled away, created distance, in order to, I guess, protect your own energy. And then it looks like they want to present you with some type of offer. So the Page of Pentacles I can view as like an olive branch, or I can view it as a small gesture that's, you can depend on it, but it's a small gesture. Okay, so how they're thinking and feeling is that they want to kind of offer you something to bring you out of this protective shell that you're in. And the Chariot kind of tells me that they want to maybe right their wrongs, bring some balance, bring some success into the situation, and find a way to kind of overcome what you guys have been through. The World here, I do think that they view you as their world. Like they see them coming into union with you, and that's like their completion. Like that would make them really whole. They definitely want to end the previous cycles, and the Six of Pentacles actually tells me that they do want to give you something balanced. They want to give you what you deserve, and they want to offer you something substantial because they see your worth. But the problem is that they're coming through as a Page of Pentacles, which means that maybe they don't feel like, they either feel like you are, I don't want to say above them, but maybe they just struggle to feel like they are fully good enough for you. I just saw SRY and I just heard sorry. So maybe they want to apologize to at some point, but yeah, so it seems like how they're thinking and feeling is that they want to kind of offer you something to bring you out of that protective mode, to say like, look, I am growing, I am, finding my feet, I'm finding my stability, I want to move forward, I want to progress this situation in a positive direction, I want to move it into a successful direction, I see you as my world, my future, someone that would make me whole, and I want to honour that and give you what you need and what you deserve. So I feel like their thoughts and feelings, or their intentions, are definitely in the right place here. This person, obviously at the end of the day, if they do reach out, which we're going to move on to their next move, or if they're going to take action, we will have a look into that. But if they do reach out, I feel like you can trust them. But I do feel like they are still growing. They still have a lot of growing to do. They are coming in as a page. So they could be just viewing themselves as a page in comparison to your energy. But they definitely want to kind of step up and make this situation a successful one. All right, so the next part we're going to look at is basically oh, what was I saying? Oh, if they're going to, their next move, basically, will they take action upon their thoughts and feelings? So will this person take action towards group one? Will this person take action towards group one? Will this person take action towards group one? Okay, so we've got the Three of Pentacles. How much room do we have on camera? We might have to go do an overlap. We've got the Three of Pentacles, we've got the Seven of Pentacles, we've got the Three of Swords, we've got the Hermit again, and on the bottom, that Devil wants to just come out again. The Devil's Capricorn energy, which came out over here too. So that's quite heavy in there, Capricorn. All right. Will they make a move? Will they take action? They are definitely in... I'm actually seeing this in this part here. I'm actually seeing the Hermit as them at the moment. And they seem to be like heavily thinking and rehearsing like what they're going to say to make this work. So like, as you can see here, this guy is like reading from a script and he's practicing lines. He could be auditioning for something. And then again in here, he's got his eye on the prize, but he's got a butt double audition. He has to, you know, he has to work for it. He can't just receive this prize. He's got to work for it. So he's got to audition. He's got to show up. He's got to work hard. So at the moment they are in their own hermit mode and they seem to be kind of like planning, working on themselves. They seem to be healing their own issues because they seem to be carrying some pain that they need to overcome, which will result in their expansion. And they seem to be shining a light on this at the moment. Everything that's been holding them back, everything you know, that has tempted them down the wrong path, everything that has led them astray, the limited thinking, the limiting behaviours, basically anything from their past, they've been shining a light on that and how it's been making them behave up to now. So they're going through a major awakening and they seem to be really working on themselves to try and figure out how they can create more success for themselves. And not just, I'm not talking success like material success and everything. They could be trying to work on their finances with those Pentacles cards. But I'm talking success in terms of like self-growth and, you know, wisdom and spiritual awakening and all of that kind of stuff. So basically learning to love themselves. That's what I consider success, is when you love yourself and, you know, you're appreciative of life and you're grateful for life regardless. So that is what I am seeing. Yeah, I think that's it. So sometimes I just sit with it at the end just to see if there's anything else that's going to come through. But that is what I can see for your group one. So if you've enjoyed this, if it's resonated for you, definitely chuck a comment down below. Let me know. I love reading the comments about people's situations. Even though I'm a small channel and I only get a couple, it's cool to see how the reading ties in. And just connecting with people that do resonate with the messages. But yeah, so don't forget to like and comment if it's resonated for you. Subscribe for future uploads if you're interested, and I will hopefully see you again soon. Take care, bye. Hi group 2, welcome to your reading on who's low-key into you. So just before we start, I'll break down what we're going to do. First of all, you were chosen by, well, kind of. You were drawn to this crystal here, and we're going to get into your messages. So today we're going to be starting with my, I should name this something, but basically they're just miscellaneous signs and hints about a person. So initials, star signs, random little images that I've chucked in there with an intention behind them, and things like that. So we'll start there. That'll give us a good indication on where we can go to next, because sometimes there's even info about how they might know you in here as well. So this one will be good to start with, and then we're going to go on to how they know you or know of you. We're going to look at what they think or feel about you, and we're also going to ask if they're going to take action upon those thoughts or feelings. So we've got a few messages to get into. So without further ado, I'll jump right in. So this is for group 2, please. Who is low-key into group 2? That'll do. Oh, we've got one that just wants to flip out there. Okie dokie. Let's separate these into their categories real quick so that we can group them all together. Okay, so we're going to start with signs. So we've got Virgo in the house. Shout out to my Virgos. We've got Cancer in the house. We have got Saturn energy in the house. We have got Scorpio energy in the house. We've got 9th house in the house, which is Sagittarius energy. We've got 10th house in the house, which is... Sorry, that's not 10th house, that's 12th house. 12th house is... Crap, why have I just gone blank? Pisces. Duh. And we've got Jupiter energy. So Jupiter does rule Pisces, so that's double in there. Jupiter, I believe, also rules Sagittarius, doesn't it? Or is that the sun? Oh, sometimes I mix up Leo and Sagittarius. One's the sun, one's Jupiter. Yeah, Leo's the sun, so Jupiter must rule Sag. So we've got heavy Sag, heavy Pisces. Yeah, heavy Sag and heavy Pisces. Next we'll go into initials. So we have an M. We have a J, a T, C, another J. So whenever we get 2 of the same letter, this can mean that they have a double letter in their name. So like a double, double L, double N, double E, like anything, any letter, but the double just means that there's a double letter. So otherwise there could be J, and it could be also like their first and last name starts with the same letter, like Jack Johnson, for example, but any letter. We've got X, we've got N, Q, QQ, and we've got U. Sorry, excuse me. Oh, we've got the shades and we've got online. So I was going to say, this is someone that you don't know, and that you don't know is watching you, and they definitely watch you online. So either... what am I getting with this? Okay, so because they're coming out together, this could be someone with a fake profile that's watching you, or they're watching you in a way that you don't know they're watching you. But I don't want you to freak out. I'm not here to pick up on like really dark energies that are out to hurt you. It's not my vibe. I'm not here to pick up those low frequencies. I don't associate with those low frequencies. If that's what you're looking for in a reading, I'm not your person. This is not to freak you out. This is just saying that you're not aware of them. So basically they do it in a way that's a bit like stealth, you know, or maybe it could just mean that you don't know them in person, or you haven't met them before, so you're not aware of them. But yeah, that does genuinely mean that they're kind of stalking you online, but maybe under a fake profile, or in some sort of stealth way where you're not aware of it. Why is my throat getting so funny all of a sudden for this pile? There's going to be a message there's going to be something that makes that make sense that comes out in this. So this message means that this person's a little bit like outside the box or unconventional in some ways. This card means that they're quite a spiritual person. You know, they could meditate, or they take care of themselves in a holistic manner, or they're like, you know, very spiritually in tune, or gifted in some way. The window, the snake. Oh Jesus, why are we getting all the... I'm going to come back to the window and the snake in a second. This little card here indicates that this person's quite fast paced, like they move quite quickly, they like to keep busy, they live life in the fast lane. You know, they've got a lot of energy, and they like to just sort of keep active and keep busy. The paintbrush tells me that they are creative, like they have a creative side, so they either, you know, paint, draw, write, sing, dance, you know, even sport is creative, and anything that uses your creative mind type of thing. Okay, acts of service, so their love language is acts of service. And the mask, I swear you guys have every single... This is so interesting to me, because we have the shades, the snake, the mask, but then we have this spiritual, and like this generally means that this person is transparent. Like what you see is what you get. You know, they're quite open. And then when I heard this, the eyes are the window to the soul. So I don't know if maybe if you were to look, basically it just means that they're transparent. So it's kind of throwing me off, because there's a bit of polarity coming through in this one. So I'm trying to figure out if they're two separate energies, or if this is all the same energy. Because there is this sort of hidden... It's going to be very interesting to see their thoughts and feelings. Maybe we should move on to that, because with the snake and the mask and the shades, it tells me that they're hiding something, or they're hiding behind something, and there's some sort of like sneakiness going on here. But then over on this side we have this maturity, this spiritual person who like looks after themselves and that kind of thing. So either this is someone that portrays themselves to be very spiritual and open, and all of this, but then underneath they're actually a little bit of a snake, or they're sneaking around in some way, or they're being a little bit shady, hiding behind a mask. Or it could even be like vice versa, like this person acts one way but they're a total... No, why would you act like that if you're like that? No way. So they seem to hide behind this mask. So the more that I talk about it, the more that I'm getting like two groups in this reading. So you're going to have to really use discernment and discretion, and just really listen to your intuition, because there is one collective that is genuinely like very spiritually mature, emotionally mature. They're very honest and open. They're creative. They're quite busy. Their lifestyle's quite busy, and they're a little bit different or outside the box. And then I would feel like maybe this section here is that they're trying to act or hide. Basically, they're trying to hide how they feel, or hide that they're watching you, or hide that they're still interested in you, which is, the snake is just saying that basically they are just hiding something. And when I think about the snake coiled, I'm kind of being shown something inside, like being hidden inside his coil. So there's one collective that's kind of trying to act like they don't care, but they do. And then there's this one other collective here that someone's actually quite sneaky, but they hide behind this mask of, I'm super spiritual, I'm super enlightened, blah, blah, blah. So, I am concerned about where this part of the reading is going to go if we're getting two collectives. But am I going to have to clarify these separately, maybe? Because one of these people are probably going to have very different intentions to the other. Right, let's just see what we get. So, how does this person know group 2, please? How does this person know or know of? Strength just flipped over, so I don't know if they that's just sort of Leo energy coming through. Okay, how does this person know or know of group 2, please? 6 of Wands. So you could be in the public eye, or you could be like an influencer, or you could have like public socials or something where people can like, you have like a following. So like this, I'm kind of thinking like Instagram followers, or like TikTok followers, or something along those lines. So this person seems to be able to admire you or view you in some sort of like public setting. The 8 of Swords, I feel like the 8 of Swords, the 8 of Swords is that they feel trapped, or they feel bound, or like their hands are tied. But if they take the blindfold off and view things for what they are, there's actually a way out in all directions, pretty much. So she could go that way, she could go that way, and then there's all these swords to cut herself free. So there's many ways out of the situation, but this person's not seeing it, or choosing not to see that. So yes, one of you have like some sort of platform or following where people can watch you, view you, support you, etc., etc. I don't know if it's you or them. Could be both of you. The Empress. How does this person know or know of group 2? Page of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, and the 8 of Wands. And what's on the bottom, please? The Nine of Swords. Wow. Okay. All right. What this looks like to me is that this person sees you in a very high regard. I feel like they see you as someone that's worth everything. And they feel like they tried to get something off the ground, but it was very abruptly ended. And with the Eight of Wands here, I feel as though there was like a quick change or a quick transition, and they had to either leave, or you had to leave, or like I don't necessarily feel like there was a full-blown relationship between the two of you. I feel like it was something, they viewed you as someone that had a lot of potential, but it only got to a very how might help me out, Spirit. There's a way to word this that I'm not quite being able to translate. It's like things finished too quickly. It's like there was all this potential and all this growth, but then there was a very sudden ending. So it could have been like someone received news, some sort of news that made them like flee or just bolt, and they've kind of thought about it ever since. It's tormented them ever since, actually. So it's like they tried to get something off the ground, things abruptly ended, there was a transition where they seemed to, like, it was like, this is it can be a card of like travel, and it can be a card of like a breakthrough or like a sudden transition. So it's almost like you guys met, you hit it off, but then something happened. But it doesn't look like, even though the Ten of Swords is normally like a betrayal or something like that, I don't feel betrayal. I feel like they felt hard done by the circumstances that drove them away. So it was like I'm picking up an external influence here, and that's what bothers them so much, is that they didn't necessarily have control over it, and now it kind of keeps them up at night because they're like, well, that's not the way that I wanted that to go. But yeah, they seem to hide the truth about all of this and only give you, just give you a little bit. All right, so how they know you, it looks like we've got a bit of a history, a little bit of a backstory. So it looks like either it looks like it could have been actually like they started following you on social media, and that's how you guys actually first interacted, if you've interacted. It looks like you may have, because it looks like things got to a very early stage. But so basically they came across you, or they found you, they felt very trapped or bound by their circumstances, and like they couldn't move this situation forward, but they honoured the fact that they viewed you as someone with like marriage potential, or like someone to, build a family with and things like that. They tried to get things off the ground, but there was an abrupt ending that they felt like they had no control over. Whatever it was drove them away for one reason or another, and they have been tormented by this ever since. This person looks like they're about to go on like a journey or an adventure. So maybe it was like a job offer, or they were leaving to go travel, or something along those lines. Or they needed to go and advance in their career or something along those lines. But yeah, the next question that we're going to ask is what they're thinking and feeling at present about you. So I'll just give these a quick shuffle. Actually, we're going to need to try to move these up a little. Create some space. Okay, so how does this person think and or feel about group 2, please? We've got the 9 of Cups, so you make them very happy and they consider you a wish fulfillment. Oh, wow. Oh, look at that again. Same position and everything. All right, so they view you as basically a wish fulfillment, and they would like to kind of the 8 of Wands tells me that they kind of want to travel towards you, or they want to quickly sort of communicate something, or, you know, open the lines of communication. But the 5 of Wands tells me that there's some sort of conflict that is keeping them stuck. So so this, yeah, something's keeping them stuck. I don't feel like it's in their control either. The Hanged Man, like, his hands are tied. You know, like, I'm getting that kind of, my hands are tied. I can't do anything. The 2 of Cups means that they think and feel that you're their soulmate, or like they feel like you're their spiritual counterpart, and they literally, they like stay awake at night. They cannot, like, it gives them anxiety that they can't resolve this situation for whatever reason. So if it's out of their control, it could mean that you're literally just like, nope, or there's like some sort of outside circumstance that's keeping you guys apart. The 5 of Wands could also be maybe other people's opinions, or other people getting in the way, other obligations. But yeah, so they think and feel that you're a wish fulfillment. They want to basically, they feel like they want to overcome things, but they just feel very stuck, even though they can honor that you're like a soulmate. Oh, that's sad. I feel bad for them. But then again, I can't, you know, just go in feeling bad, because I don't know what happened in your history either. So, but I don't know. I don't get that they're a bad person. I don't have any bad cards on the table. All right, so now the juicy part. Are they going to take action upon these thoughts/feelings? So you guys have 2 8 of Wands, 2 9 of Swords. Interesting. We'll see what comes out through here. So will this person act on their feelings to group 2? Will they make a move? And if so, what is it, please? All right. The Tower. A split decision, I heard. The Hanged Man. Yep, the Fool. There's the Empress again. King of Swords, and on the bottom, the Seven of Swords. Why? Why the Seven of Swords? All right, let's go through this here. So the Tower is like something quite unexpected or out of the blue. And like I said, I heard split decision. So I feel like this person's going to make a split or sudden decision to, cut this rope, free themselves, and take a leap of faith towards you. I feel as though, like I said, they view you as like a spiritual counterpart, and it seems like they genuinely want to come in and basically step up into their truth and offer you truth. The Seven of Swords, I'm going to get a clarifier for the Seven of Swords. Why is the Seven of Swords on the bottom of the deck for this part of the reading, please? Why is the Seven of Swords on the bottom for this part of the reading? The Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. I don't know if this person has like a I'm kind of getting this energy where it's almost like they were lying to themselves, or they've let me get another card. This is, come on, help me bring this through. Clear, accurate messages. Okay, that's too much. Seven of Swords. Why is the Seven of Swords here? Temperance. I feel like they've been healing something, and it seems to be they've either tried to deceive themselves over how they feel about you, or there's a truth that they need to communicate to heal this situation, perhaps. This part has just thrown me for 6. And I don't know why I feel so blocked right now. Let me hold your crystal for a second. I don't know why I felt like I should do that. Oh, okay. So at one point, this person tried to keep you at a distance. So the deception here is that they try, that's where this mask and this snake and everything's coming full circle. So they tried to keep this at a distance and kind of put a wall up to how they felt for you. But now this temperaments, I feel like, is them sort of just coming to terms with and accepting the fact that they do have these strong feelings towards you. They're not going away. And yeah, just sort of like healing from that and being like, okay, well, you know, this is my truth. This is how it is. And that's putting them into that King of Swords energy, like a very aligned, honest, good communicator. And basically, this is like them no longer lying to themselves about their feelings. All right. Thank you for helping me bring that message through, little emerald. So, yeah, they're going to own their truth. They're going to basically confess that it's going to be quite sudden too, like they're going to come out of nowhere. They're going to it's going to be a very split, sudden decision, and they're just going to take a leap of faith, like this Fool card here. And they're just going to own up and communicate their feelings. And they're going to stop trying to lie to themselves about how they feel, and come to a sort of a point of acceptance, where they really want to heal things with you, and basically bring more love and hope into the situation. Oh, wow. So we got there in the end. That's what I have for you, group 2. I hope that you've enjoyed this message. If you have and you've resonated with it, be sure to like and comment down below. Subscribe for future uploads if you're interested. I'll be posting about 3 or so uploads a week. But until next time, take care. Wish you all the best. See you soon. Bye. Hi, group 3. Welcome to your reading on who's low-key into you. So if you're here with me, you were drawn to our little blue crystal with a few imperfections, but it's still beautiful. So I don't know if that may resonate with the person that's coming through in this reading. Maybe they have a few imperfections, maybe they have a bit of healing or a bit of work to do, but they're still, you know, a beautiful soul nonetheless. I didn't really get messages with the other crystals, but for that one, that kind of just seemed significant. Okay, so in your reading today, we're going to begin here in like my little bag of tricks, to get as many hints as we can in terms of the most dominant signs coming through, the most dominant initials coming through. And then we're going to move on. Oh, and there's also other hints in here about maybe how you are connected or how they know you, and things like that. And then we're going to move on and get into tarot to find out how they know or how they know of you, in a little bit more detail. What they're thinking and or feeling at present, and finding out what action, if any, they're going to take upon those thoughts and feelings. So let us begin. Group 3, who is low-key into group 3, please? All right. Okay. So we'll start with signs. So this is Uranus, and Uranus rules I always forget Uranus. How do I always do this? But can I tell you a funny story about how I remember that this how I remember that this symbol is Uranus? Well, now it's a circle with a dot. I try to think of that as a butt, like a anus, and then Uranus. And yeah, that's how I remember that is Uranus, and I'm pretty certain it is Aquarius energy. So we've got Aquarius coming through there. We have Jupiter coming through. So Jupiter rules our Pisces along with Neptune, because Neptune and Jupiter rule Pisces. But Jupiter also rules Sagittarius. So we've got Aquarius and Sagittarius energy coming through so far. This is Venus, harmony and pleasure, Leo beauty. Leo, why did I say Leo beauty art? Maybe a Leo is important for some of you. Love beauty art. So Venus is Taurus and Libra energy. So Taurus and Libra coming through there. We have the South Node, karmic past. So, well, doesn't get much more obvious than that. Obviously, you have a past. I feel like every group has had, you already know this person somehow, but this is like more intense. This is a lot more intense than just like knowing each other or like a fling. This is like intense. Well, yeah, Chiron, healing. Oh my gosh, group 3. I'm sorry, I keep stumbling over my words with you guys. Karmic past and healing point with Chiron here. This definitely indicates that you guys have been through some shit. And it looks as though maybe one or both of you are reaching a healing point where things can potentially turn around, or perhaps this person has been dealing with a karmic past, has now reached their healing point where they've dealt with all their karma, and they've kind of reached that healing point where they can receive a lot of good luck and a lot of abundance, like Jupiter over here, because of the fact that they have, corrected their past, they've left it behind them, they've dealt with their inner work, they've reached their healing point, they've grown, they've evolved. Obviously, the journey is always up and down. It's not to say that they're perfect all the time or anything, but it could indicate that they have pretty much dealt with their inner demons and have worked through or are actively working through those. We have Neptune coming out, so that's more Pisces energy. We've got Aries coming out and Libra coming out again. So heavy Libra, heavy Neptune. And then we had Aquarius, Sagittarius, Taurus and Aries as well. Initials, we've got W, so initials are first or last name. Oh, I didn't even mention that for any of the other groups. Whoops, first or last name of you. It could be you or them, so your initials might come through because that's a collective initial and it's more prominent than their initial or something like that. So it could be yours coming through as validation, or it could be theirs coming through as validation. So we've got W, we've got O, we've got Q, we've got Y, M, L, J, and U. All right, so the full cup means that this person has healed themselves and they have the capacity for self-love, or they're actively working on their capacity for self-love. They're an optimist. They're someone who likes to look on the bright side in life. And this person's quite a creative person with the paintbrush there. So they have a creative hobby, or like a creative expression or something like that they engage with. But yeah, they're very creative. So it could be like creative in terms of technology. It could be creative in terms of painting, drawing, writing. Could be creative in terms of sports, dancing, singing, acting, anything like that. Okay, so we've got We've got 3 seasons coming out. We've got summer, autumn, and winter coming out. So let me see how to. Just let me let the messages come in and see how they want me to read these. Okay, so I feel like this connection travels in seasons, or like goes through seasons. So you might be, it's very happy and bright at one moment, and then it's gone with the wind the next day, and your world's turned upside down with chaos. So there's an energy here where it's a bit of turbulence, but equally there's a lot of happiness to be shared at some points as well. So it's not all bad, but it's not all good either, and it seems to be able to come in and out just like a gust of wind. That gives me runner chaser energy, like a twin flame runner chaser energy. Okay, so let us see where this goes. So the first question we're going to ask is, how does this person know or know of group 3, please? All right, how does this person know or know of group 3? So we've got the Page of Wands there. Okay, so we've got Page of Wands, we've got the Death card, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. How does this person know or know of the Tower? How does this person know or know of group 3? Nine of Swords has been coming out a bit today. What is on the bottom there? The Two of Swords. Okay. So what I'm seeing here is definitely that energy of that, seasonal cycles and stuff. So we go from Wands to water, because Death is Scorpio energy, which is water, to Earth, because Pentacles are Earth. The Tower is again Scorpio, so water, then to air. So we've got all the suits coming out, or all the seasons coming out to start off with. I'm noticing that. But then I'm just seeing like this turbulence here. It's like being curious and open and excited about it, and then facing an ending, and then coming back in with good intentions and wanting to bring stability in, and then another shocking or sudden upheaval, and then just sort of living in torment and living at this crossroads, or living in this denial of pain. Gosh, this was supposed to be a lighthearted and playful reading today that was going to keep my spirits high, but everyone's... Oh, geez. Okay, so... yeah, you have a history with this person for sure, and it's like every time you try, there's just some sort of abrupt ending. So yeah, Page of Wands, being curious, excited, ready for an adventure, your passion's stirred, and then an ending. And then, trying the slow and steady way, and trying to find something really stable to offer, and then another sudden ending or a sudden crumbling. and just living in torment and anxiety and trying your best to deny that that anxiety exists and just keep living, whilst acknowledging that maybe they feel like they're at a crossroads until they resolve this in some way, whether it's internally or resolve it with you. What we'll look at next is what was next? So that's how they know you. How do they think and feel about you at the moment? So this is at present. Okay, so how does this person feel about group 3 at the present moment? Think and or feel. How does this person think and or feel about group 3 at the moment? The Ace of Pentacles. So it looks as though they want to offer you some, wow, Empress, wow, Justice, wow, Temperance, wow, King of Cups, what the heck? And the Page of Pentacles on the bottom. And underneath that, just going to point out 4 of Wands, all right? Oh. Wow, group 3. So how do they think and feel? They think and feel like they would love a new opportunity with you. They think and feel like you are Empress or Emperor energy. So let's remove gender. This is like marriage material, like mother, father of my children material, everything I could want and deserve. The King of Cups would indicate that they have so much love for you. The Temperance would be that they're trying, I feel like this is them trying to, or wanting to bring love into the situation, wanting to bring balance and healing to the situation and just get everything back on a stable track. And it seems like they really want to offer you something, but they might offer something very so it's almost like this is what's behind their offer, but this is what they're going to present. So it's a bit more lighthearted. It's not too intense or too serious. It's more like putting the feelers out there, seeing if you're open, seeing if you're interested. But behind that is just all this love, all this emotion and feeling underneath this surface level offer. So I also feel like the Page of Pentacles is indicating that they would like to take things a little bit slower. So maybe if in the past you've kind of jumped in head first or rushed into things, this time they would like to do things differently and do it in a more balanced and tempered way. But yeah, they literally view you as like their future in terms of partnerships. So next we're going to be getting their next actions or their sort of intentions actions, and I can probably guarantee we're going to see some sort of plan that they've got in place here, because the way they're thinking and feeling is like they're ready to do this. So I feel like we might get, unless there's some reason that they're holding back and having to go against what they're thinking and feeling, then we should get a pretty good message through here. So what action, if any, will this person take towards group 3? And if I can get a time frame, I'll try and give you guys a time frame. It just depends on what comes out. I try not to force it, but if it's available, I'll definitely read it. Okay, so for group 3, what action wait, what did I say? What action, if any, will this person take towards group 3, please? What action, if any, will this person take towards group 3? Okay, so we've got the 7 of Pentacles that wanted to flip out there. And that kind of tells me that they're almost like rehearsing or planning exactly what they're going to say. It's almost like, you know, they've got the eye on the prize, but they're going to have to almost because I'm just drawn to the fact that this is like, it says that this is an audition. So he's got his eye on the prize, but he knows that he has to almost sell himself first. So in terms of their next actions, they may come in and try to kind of like sell themselves a little bit. Right, let's keep going. Ace of Cups. So they're going to essentially open up and tell you how they feel. So they almost feel, I feel like this, they're rehearsing what to say and how to do this. Like that's the energy I get, is that they know what they want to do, but now they're figuring out exactly what to say and exactly how they're going to get what they want. The Queen of Wands. So they find you extremely attractive. They find you very powerful, very sort of confident. You seem to know your worth. It seems like you're in touch with your intuition. The black cat represents intuition. And the sunflowers represent like happiness, creativity, like the sun type of energy. So it's like you have this really bright, happy, attractive aura or energy that this person just seems to have a lot of love for. Okay, we've got the Death card. So I'm picking up something a little bit differently from that. Okay. So I feel like what they want to do is put an end to this grief and this loss and this time apart and these feelings of regret and sadness, and they want to bring everything back into balance and harmony. So the Two of Pentacles is like finding harmony, finding balance, finding compromise, things like that. So they want to put an end to this separation period, is pretty much what I see. So their next intentions or their next actions, they're planning exactly what to say, but then they're going to offer you or tell you how they feel. They want to put an end to this cycle of separation or this like loneliness or this time apart, and bring balance and harmony back in. So that's what they're going to be doing next. In terms of a time frame, I want to say 1 to 5. It's gonna vary, and it looks like it's either 1 to 5 days, weeks, or months. So for some of you it'll be 1 to 5 days, some of you 1 to 5 months. Some of you 1 to 5 days, some of you 1 to 5 weeks, and some of you 1 to 5 months. So that's what I have for you, group 3. I hope that you've enjoyed this message. Let me know how it went for you in the comments down below. Your reading actually went quite a bit quicker than the other groups because it was very straightforward. Like, this person knows exactly what they want. They know their truth. They have been thinking about this for a while. They've been planning everything down to exactly what they're going to say. They've got their eye on the prize, and they've just been waiting for that right moment, which seems to be coming up. And then they're going to confess or express something. End this cycle of being apart. If you're open to that, obviously you have free will, but they're very legit. They can see what they want and they're pretty much ready to go for it. They just seem to be maybe they're waiting for like a sign, or waiting for the right time for some reason. So divine timing could be a thing here, but you can definitely trust them when they come in. That's what I can say. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you liked it. Give it a thumbs up as well. Don't forget to subscribe for future uploads. I'll be posting about 3 times a week. But until next time, stay safe, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.